Hi y'all. Today I'm going to review with you the incredible expanding hose, the magic hose. I purchased this from Amazon and it has been a lifesaver. So I wanted to show you how it actually has been working for me. If you are someone that has issues with wrangling a regular hose or you need something a lot longer than your typical hose, for me to get a hose that would reach my backyard, the hose would have been too heavy for me to actually handle. Um, this has been so easy. So stick around. I'm going to show you how it works. So the magic hose is super light. I mean, I'm holding it with my pinky finger. It pretty much weighs almost nothing when there's no water in it. So I'm going to add the water in it and show you how it expands. Okay, I've expanded it as far as it will go with the water off, and you can see where it stops right there in the middle of the yard. So I will turn the water on and we'll watch it expand. So this is the hose I was attempting to use. I want to say it was a 50-foot hose. It barely reached into the grass, and so I was trying to force the water up into the air over to where I needed to go, and it just wasn't working. And it was also extremely heavy. And there are days when I just can barely lift anything. So I needed something more lightweight. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the water on and start watching this expand. Okay, so you'll see it's starting to grow out, and even with the water in it, it's still not heavy, which is good. So you see it's uncrinkling. As it fills with water, it starts expanding on its own. See how it's doing that? And now it's ready to go. So let me get my shadow out and I'll show you now how far I can actually pull it. Let's see here. So remember, we could only go so far, and now it's still extremely light. I mean, has no weight to it at all. Let's start giving it back. I've never actually tried to bring it all the way back. Let's see. And y'all, I'm pulling this with no problem through grass. It doesn't seem to tangle at all. Pull. Okay, I'm at the very back of my yard at this point. So I'll turn around and let you see where we are now. I am at the very back, messy part of the yard, and it extends all the way back here with no problem. I was able to pull it with one hand because it's so lightweight. All right. Okay, so I am able to water all of my pots with no problem. There's no way I would be able to hold and record and water with the other hose because it was just too heavy. I couldn't maneuver it. It definitely didn't reach this far into the garden. Look at my zinnias from the Dollar Tree. Maybe off the side. They are already coming up good. Check out my beets. We have a little bit of action going on in there. So, yeah, everything's coming up. Watering. Over the trellis, I have my cucumbers that have not come up yet. My lettuce, you can see a little. We'll get all that watered in. Let's see, my peas aren't doing anything yet, but we'll still give them a good watering. Here are that cardboard it's so windy today. This is the super windy, so the water's kind of going everywhere. But yeah, I'm so happy that I don't have to lug that heavy hose around and still not be able to reach everything. This has just made my life so much easier. Pot of carrots. Don't see any action in there. We'll give it a little water down. Here's our broccoli. Everything is starting to come up really good. Okay. And lastly, my collards. And you can see the wind has blown over my containers. My little fencing, Dollar Tree basket fencing. That's okay. I'll fix that later. Okay. So now I'm going to go turn the water off and show you how it retracts on its own. So here's where we are now. Here. We were back there. So you can see how it's curved over. So you turn the water off and we'll watch it retract. Okay, I wanted you to see here on the patio how it looks when it has water extending it. Remember, it was all crinkled up before, but it's still super lightweight. I mean, I can still kind of just pick it up and hold it with just my pinky, and that's with water in it. That's how light it still is. So in order for it to start shriveling up back to a smaller size, you have to release the water out. So what I'm going to do is, with the water that's in the hose, I'm going to come over and water my potatoes. Again, it's not snagging, it's not doing anything. I'm able to just do this with one hand. And water potatoes. And once you turn the water off, there's still plenty of water left in the hose, so you really have to, get that extra water out. So you see it's starting to come in on its own as I'm watering. So just keep going. Potatoes are looking fantastic. I probably need to heal them up for the last time. Just add some more soil all the way to the very top of the bag. Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna water while I'm over here. I'm gonna water this cardboard down so it won't fly away in all this wind. Give it a light water. See how it's starting to try to fly away on me. Okay. Oops, I stepped on it. Okay. I continue to release water, and you can see how it's drawing up on its own as I continue to water. It's coming closer and closer to me. You can see here it's like really crinkly again. You can see it moving on its own. Alright, so now I'm back on my seedling table, but you can see how close it has gotten. It's no longer, full, but there's water still in there. You can see the difference between this side and where the water is here. So I'm going to water my seedlings. Just using the water that's still left in the hose. It's turned off from the house. And it's very important to make sure you discharge all the water. So I'll just use whatever's left to do the little things. These are what I have left. I gave a lot of my leftover seedlings to friends. They'll make the most use of those. Here's my lettuce bowls. it some water. Now the water is actually starting to leave out. There's still plenty in there. Here are my peppers and tomatoes. I had to reseed some, so those empty ones, that's what that's about. I topped up these tomatoes. Alright, I think we've gotten all the water out. So as you can see, all I did was just walk and water, and it went from all the way back there to all the way back here without me having to wrangle it in. So, alright, so that's my review on the incredible expanding hose, the magic hose. I am loving it. I will, of course, keep you updated on the wear and tear and how it does throughout the season. But if you're someone that, has trouble with wrangling a typical hose, it's too heavy, it knocks up, whatever, give this a try. I'm loving it so far. Like I said, I will keep you updated. Thanks for watching.